What's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys that are still being really loyal and enjoying this series and watching and stuff like that every few days. I really do appreciate it. I've never had a series last quite so long and normally the drop off is huge in terms of people viewing it. So I appreciate that you guys are still tuning in and all of that good stuff. And if you could smash a like on today's video, I would greatly appreciate that as well. So I'm showing you some stuff that happened over the last few days. I sold a bunch of players, like Turkish League players from the SBCs and stuff like that. You know, the Samuel Eto'o SBC, Mexican League players for the Gignac. And you know what? I was up to 42k. After all of the informs and stuff we bought recently, I wanted to get that SBC David Villa. I wanted to get the MLS MVP David Villa. Now I know it's going to cost me somewhere between 30 and 35,000 coins, which I think for that Villa is madness. Really, really good price. And unfortunately for me, it's going to be wasted coins. It's going to go into that Villa. I'll never be able to sell him and I'll never be able to get the coins back. But I wanted him. So I worked out a cheapish way for me to go ahead and do it. And you're seeing me pick up the players now. And there were a couple of silvers which did cost me a lot. Try and get as many gold. Well, by the time I don't even know what I'm saying, because the time this is out, I think this challenge will now be expired. It's been out for nearly 2 weeks or something. You guys have had loads of time to go and get him if you wanted him. So this is the way that I managed to do it. Now, it did require me getting loyalty on the players. So what did I do? The way you do it is you sort of go and try and play the team of the week on single player. You get into the match against the team of the week and then you just dashboard, reload the game. Do that 10 times. You don't have to affect anyone online, which is the one problem I normally have with people that are trying to get loyalty on their players. People go into an online single match and then quit. You don't want to do that because that ruins someone else's goal to game ratio. Just go and play the team of the week, dashboard your Xbox or whatever, reload the game, and you should have an extra game on your player. Do that 10 times, you'll get the loyalty bonus. As you can see here, I have that, and I haven't even had to move Kaká and Bonetta down to centre mid, which is great. And of course, we can go ahead and submit and get ourselves MLS MVP. So, for the first time on this road to glory, we've completed a squad building challenge for a proper player that is mine, not just a lone player like Overmars like we did recently. So I'm really quite proud of that. You know, it was a nice and cheap one, I'm not going to lie, and we managed to get him, which is great. I'm really happy. We're now at 8,000 coins. So at that point, I'm deciding on what to do. Do I want to now go into some games like I normally would on the road to glory or what? But 8,000 coins is not really much, and I'm not going to earn much from playing games in the near future. So I thought, okay, I'll spend that coinage on some bronze packs. So I'm not going to show you all of them. I'll just show you the first one that we got. Literally, I think it's one of the first packs we got. I got a Turkish League player who was worth a couple of thousand coins. And that sort of thing happens as you go through and as you spend your coins and whatnot. So I managed to get like 1,900 out of this player. I'll keep the squad fitnesses, I'll keep the regular fitnesses. I'm discarding contracts at this point in time because I just don't need them anymore. And that extra few coins will help out somewhere. As you can see, selling a bunch of players. I'm also selling players from the Saudi League because there was an SBC where you could get a kit. And, well, to be honest, I don't have the requirements met in order to get the kit. And I didn't want to spend a few thousand coins on players just for a kit. So I'm going to sell my players and make profit instead. And I'll just use the kits that I've got in my club for this point in time. But of course, I've got the kit on my main account and stuff. But as you can see, some of them sold pretty well. And we got a few hundred coins out of them. And we got all the way up to nearly 20,000 coins. Well, 18.9k, which we just made 10k off of that. And I've still got a bunch of things on the market trying to sell. So with my Bundesliga team, I decided to go on into Division 5 and we come up against a Premier League side. I know, it's a crazy thing. We've come up against a Premier League side. That literally never happens. I was worried because I saw Kante in that team and he looked like he's got a pretty decent team, to be fair. And this game right here might be one of the most boring games I have ever played on FIFA. I'm telling you now, it doesn't end with any goals at all. It's literally a 0-0 bore fest. There's no need to, I'm not, spoiling anything because there's nothing really exciting to happen. A couple of chances went my way. At half-time, my opponent had literally 0 shots on goal. Like, it was that kind of game. He was happy to just get a point or something. Maybe he was a point away from promotion or something in his division, but it was boring. In the second half, we experienced a whole bunch of lag, thanks to my internet probably, and it ended at 0-0. Nothing cool to show you. And I was just going to play one game in this episode because I've done all the bronze packs, I've done the squad building challenge for David Villa. I thought one game should be enough content for this episode, but not when it's a 0-0 Borefest, no way. And as you can see, I had 10 shots, he had 1 off-target shot, and we come away with a draw, which makes things more difficult for us in Division 5. Not a good time to be dropping points. So David Villa is actually going to be like my super sub. I might build a team around him, excuse me, in the near future. But for now, he's just going to go on the bench of every team. And I might try and just bring him on. I don't care about his goal to game ratio. I just know I liked him and I want him to feature some points during the road to glory. So that's the sort of player he's going to be. We go into another match in Div 5. And we come up against a 4-1-4-1 La Liga team. Don't often come up against that formation. Myself, I've never tried it. I've never even bothered with it. It doesn't look like the sort of formation that's going to do any good. And this guy was a relatively decent opponent. He knew what he was doing in FIFA. Of course, everyone does at this point in time, considering I am in Division 5. I'm actually coming up against competent players that have at least moved from Div 10 to Div 5 at this point in time, right? We do get through with Remy right here, and as you can see, starts to bring his keeper out. I slow right down. I let the defenders catch me, but I'm composing Remy. I'm just getting his composure up. And then he slots it in. I think it was even a weak foot shot in the end. I just bang it past the goalkeeper. And we do go 1-0 up. But yeah, sometimes I'll do that because I want to see what that goalkeeper's going to do. If he continues to run, then I'll chip him. And I don't want to be sprinting at him because that sort of lowers or makes the angle more difficult, doesn't it? And I think I had the most of this game compared to my opponent. He had the odd chance. I mean, he did hit the bar with Nasri right there. That was a nice little free kick or set piece motion. But really, it was all me. I couldn't really stick my chances away. I hit the bar with Lanzini from a header right there, which he doesn't normally win headers. But as you can see at halftime, my opponent's only had 1 shot off target, and I've got all the possession. We're doing good things. So I decided to bring off Lanzini. I'm going to play Villa up front, move Remy out to the wide, and then Mahrez at cam. Why not? I thought that might do us quite well. And I obviously try a few shots with David Villa and stuff. To me, he almost feels a bit like a legend. From what I remember using him on my main account and doing the player review for him and stuff, he was so much fun to use. I love the 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot combo, and it was just a player that I had to go ahead and get. And I hope some of you guys went and got him as well, because he literally was a 30 to 35k player for a nice purple SBC item, which has really cool stats and stuff. So hopefully you guys took advantage, watched my video last week and went ahead and got him, because I think he's expired at this point in time. Of course, there is a Gianluigi Buffon item out at the moment, which you can get. Yeah, you can get yourself a nice 89 rated SBC Buffon, which is quite cool. We won't be able to afford to do that on this road to glory though, 100%, but so be it. You know, there'll be some along the way that we can get. Hopefully, we can do one in the future for a new legend loan, because there hasn't been one for a while. Overmars was the last one. I think because this month we seem to get the legend kit, we won't get a legend loan. Maybe that's the way it's going to work. But as you can see, my opponent did get a goal back. We are 2-1 up though. We did score a second goal. And I think hopefully we can hold this game out. But it wasn't the easiest thing in the world. You know, we kept getting through. His goalkeeper, that Rulli, did a really good job for him. I had multiple chances where I should have scored, one-on-one situations where that goalkeeper saved it. And as you can see, eventually we do manage to get the 3 points. We do get the win. Not the most interesting game once again, but it is a win in Division 5, which helps push our points up, and we are ever closer to either winning the league or just completely knocking out the championship and getting promoted and whatnot. I definitely deserved that game. I had 19 friggin' shots, only scored 2 goals. Shows you how good the goalkeeper was. I had some off target, that sort of thing. But yeah, we've got 10 points now. Sorry, my doorbell's gone. Apologies for that. I have a notification on my phone when the doorbell goes. But look, as you can see, Mahrez has now run out of contract. Our loan, Martial has run out of contract. We've only got 1 game left on Mahrez. So we're going to have to say sayonara to Anthony Martial. I've really enjoyed him. Such a great player. We may need to look to buy him back on the road to glory soon. But Eden Hazard's got 1 game left. Mahrez has got 1 game left. So this Premier League side is really starting to come to an end. Whether or not I sell off the remaining tradable players, apart from Kante, of course, because he's in a different squad, is another thing. I might do that. I might try and bring some of these players that I've already got back in and actually buy them. Maybe we'll go down a different route of another hybrid or something. Maybe we need to scrap this one and make the David Villa hybrid. That could be quite a good idea. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me do in the next coming episodes. For now, if you wouldn't mind smashing a like on the video, that'd be great. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.